by Great Day SA.
Coming up on today's show, find out how you can skate, watch a holiday flick, and catch a Spurs game at the Rock at La Cantera this season. Kristen is skating her way through all those details. That looks fun. Hey, Kristen. Plus, we are learning which wines go best with your Thanksgiving spread. Don't miss hearing about these Mexican-grown wines and why they'd make the perfect match. And moms in San Antonio, gather around because we have an awesome group of fellow moms who are ready to chat, hang out, and explore. We're going to tell you all about them, so make sure to keep it right here because it's going to be a great day, SA. Skyline's looking gorgeous this morning. Buenos dias, everyone. Welcome to Great Day SA this Monday, November 24th. I'm your host, Roma Villavicencio, and I'm super excited that we get to spend this Thanksgiving week together, so I thank you all so much for tuning in. There is no doubt, though, about it. Thanksgiving will be full of snacking and enjoying so many flavors, but if you're wondering how to pair some wines best with all of your offerings, we have help. I want to welcome Salina Gipsot. She is the owner of Casa Gipsot, which is an awesome winery or wine shop here in town. Female-owned, Latina-owned, and also all of your wines are from Mexico.
They are, Roma. Thank you so much for having me. We have a great lineup this morning that I think will do wonderful for Thanksgiving week, whether you are a white palate, or a rosé, or of course you like those much more earthy wines, we have them all for you.
That's great because, you know, over the years, I used to love the red. Now I'm more here. This is my alley right here. But sometimes I'm like, I don't know what goes the best with these with reds. I'm a little more familiar with certain meats and pork and chicken. But like with the whites, sometimes it's a hit and miss. So you're here to help us out today because Thanksgiving spreads can range from so many flavors, savory, sweet, tangy, all the things.
Exactly. So whether you have a charcuterie just for your girlfriend's Thanksgiving or Friendsgiving, or really want to pair a white, this happens to be from the oldest vineyard in the Americas, Casa Madero, from 1597. It's a Chenin Blanc Chardonnay. So something like this, which is very crisp and clean, will go really nicely with your mashed potatoes, with your your starting, especially if you're just a white drinker. This is something that you'll be able to drink all throughout the dinner, right? So it really, at the end of the day, yes, you have some rules when you're pairing, but it's what your palate prefers, right? So if you're a white drinker, this is something very nice and crisp that you can really enjoy from Casa Madero. Whether it's in our shop from the west side or there in La Villita, this is a wonderful white to enjoy.
Okay, and what's your recommendation when you're gonna smell it and savor it properly? What do you do?
Of course. So actually wine tasting is done 85% in your nose, your nasal, and not so much your tasting, right? And so really just opening up the wine, your whites as well as your rosés, you do want them nice and cold, right? So to enjoy them as they kind of open up. And just really taking in, right? So smelling the aromas at the top of your nose. Don't be shy about it. Put your nose all the way in there. Once again, it's all about enjoying the experience, right? So wine is the only work of art that you can drink. So to really enjoy it means to enjoy all the work that went into it, right?
Wow, I love this. Is very important in learning all about what goes great with your palate as well. So moving on down, is this a rosé?
It is. It's one of our favorites. Interestingly enough, this actually got rated the best Mexican wine in 2024. Wow. It's 100% Shiraz. So a really nice body with it. It has great aromas, a floral rosé actually. And then you're having some cherry and strawberry. So whether you're thinking maybe a little bit sweet, not exactly sweet, but something that's going to be just very palatable for anybody at the table.
Wonderful.
Whether that's grandmother, grandma, abuela, she's going to enjoy this rosé, trust me.
Perfect. Nice and light and good for them for sure to enjoy. They deserve to enjoy too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So this is one of my favorites. This is from Monte Chanique, which is located in Ensenada, Baja California.
Ooh, I grew up going to Tijuana all the time, guys.
Wonderful. Yeah, a beautiful coastal drive that you get to the vineyard. I actually just came back from there a couple of weeks ago. This is one of our shop favorites. It's 80% Cabernet, 20% Syrah.
Okay.
So whether you're kind of leaning towards something lighter or something a little bit heavier, this is what we like to call as silky tannins, but it's also medium body. So it just means it really is is very drinkable and palatable for everyone. You can see.
Can I do the nose thing?
Yes, of course.
You were saying you can see what when I.
So go ahead and open it up, give it a good swirl in your hand, bring it to your nose because that's part of that experience. Doesn't that smell amazing, Roma?
It does. It really does.
It really. So
a little ribeye steak.
Yeah. So interestingly about this wine is that it actually has Jamaica hibiscus. So a bit of floral in it. You're getting cherry right off the top. So pairing this with your turkey, even with ham, will do a really nice job to kind of cut into the fat of the meat. And it's something that's really just delicate for everyone at the table.
Salina, you're a wealth of knowledge for our audience. Your shop is on the website. You said La Villita. Can people come by and do tastings? How can they get more information from you?
Of course, yes. So our shop on the west side was our neighborhood location for where I'm from. La Villita, we're open Tuesday through Sunday. You can come and do a tasting, 3 wines. We really educate people. Most people do not know that Mexico is producing wine at this level. And then, of course, you can join our amazing wine club where our wine club members come together quarterly and get to drink all wines from all over Mexico. So just a wonderful experience to have.
Well, thank you so much for being with us today. I know you had more selections for us, but for that, maybe you guys can reach out to her, follow her on social media because you are offering 10% off as well.
Yes, we are.
All right. Well, thank you. Maybe I'm going to cheers to Jeremy Baker because he needs to give us some good weather reports right now for Thanksgiving Day. Jeremy, what do you say?
Thanksgiving will be great. It'll finally feel like fall on Thanksgiving and hopefully stay that way. Today, though, it still feels like maybe early